Okay, YouTube, here we go. The 2013 championship weekend title games. 2 games to choose here, or not choose, but to pick from, rather. So it won't take too long, but I want to talk a little detail about each team and tell you my thoughts on them so far. So let's start with the AFC, our first game here. New England Patriots are hosting the Baltimore Ravens. The Patriots right now are getting 9.5. Now listen, as a Bengals fan, I don't like the Ravens at all. I mean, let's be honest. But that being said, that shouldn't suggest I don't respect them. Just because I don't like them doesn't mean I don't respect them. Here's the thing. Baltimore Ravens right now, I believe, have the tools to win this game. I really do. Now, the only problem with this picture is Joe Flacco. Yeah, that's right, you heard me, Joe Flacco. I am not impressed with him in the playoffs. I'm sorry, I really ain't. I mean, if Joe Flacco didn't have one of the best defenses ever backing him up, I really don't think he'd be nothing. Honestly, the defense makes that quarterback look good. Now, that's not to say that Joe Flacco ain't a good quarterback, because I believe he's decent. Now, do I think he's any Tom Brady? Well, hell no. There's very few people that are Tom Brady. But he's nowhere near good as that. But when he's really going, and he's got a good game going, he's capable of putting up points and big plays. But that being said, who do I like in this game? I'm on the fence about. Actually, I'm on the fence about both these games, really. But this one I'm really on the fence about. This is a rematch of the championship game last year, and New England won that. Baltimore really could blame themselves for the loss last year. But here's the thing. They're getting 9.5 points right now. I like Ravens with the 9 points, obviously, all day long. I like them to cover all day long. The problem is I don't know if they're going to win. Now, if I understand correctly, Ray Lewis, this may be his final year. It may be, or it is. I don't know. I got this fucking piece of hair in my eye. Anyways, it could be his final year. So that being said, they're going to come in here and play their hearts out. I mean, obviously. So I like the Ravens to win the game outright. I do. No disrespect to the Patriots. Tom Brady's a hell of a quarterback, and I like him here at home. And I'll tell you, it's going to be really tough for the Ravens to go on the road and beat this team. It really is. Now, I didn't think they were going to beat Denver last week, and they proved me wrong there. So I'll watch what I say this week. Baltimore's going to have a challenge. They really are. But considering they're going to be playing all their hearts, for some reason, I just like the Baltimore Ravens in this game. I'm tired of seeing the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl, people. I'm tired of it. I'm not saying, look, New England's a great team. Don't get me wrong. That's not to take back. I just want to see somebody in there new. I mean, every other year it seems like New England's in there, so take up Baltimore with the 9.5 points. Not only with the 9.5 points, but I like them to win this game outright. I just like the Ravens. I like the upset here. I just like them on the road. Our next game here, San Francisco 49ers on the road in Atlanta. I believe this is the first time Atlanta's ever hosted a championship game. I may be wrong, but I think this is the first time they ever have. And San Francisco is favored by 4 points right now. The Atlanta Falcons, listen, I don't got anything against them. I hardly know nothing about them except for their quarterback, Matt Ryan, honestly. The Falcons just don't show me anything. They really don't. I mean, I know they're this far, but look, they played a young Seattle Seahawks team, and a lot of people feel, I'm one of them, feel they shouldn't have won. I mean, but they had the privilege of playing a young Seattle team last week. Look, I'm sorry. I don't believe in the Falcons. Now, look, if they win this game and prove me wrong, then we'll talk. San Fran's a hell of a football team. But I like San Fran, hands down, to win this game. I mean, I really do. Jim Harbaugh and Colin Kaepernick, I mean, that was a good decision there. I was against it at first, but now it's turning out to be good. And that San Francisco 49er defense, I believe, are going to put a beat down on Matt Ryan. I believe they're going to force him to make bad throws, and I believe Matt Ryan will probably throw 2 interceptions, and the 49ers will win this game probably. It's going to be a high-scoring game, I believe, about 31-24, 31-27, but I like the 49ers to win this game outright. 49ers, man, they're a tough team. They're a tough team. Nothing you can say about them. They're a tough team. Atlanta Falcons are a good team, but like I said, they just don't. I just don't believe they can step up in a big game. They've yet to prove that to me. I mean, look, yeah, Matt Ryan won last week, but he played a young Seattle Seahawks team, like I said. Now, that's no disrespect to the Seahawks. Seahawks are good, but let's be honest. I mean, they're young. That being said, those are my final picks, guys, for this championship weekend. Sad as the NFL season's almost over already. But take the San Francisco 49ers. I like them to go in Atlanta and beat that team by 4 to 7 points, somewhere in that range. And I like the Baltimore Ravens to win on the road, so I'm taking both the road teams this week. That's usually ironic. I take home teams in playoff games, but I like both the road teams to go in there and beat this team. That'll set up the Ravens and 49ers. Hell of a Super Bowl there. An odd Super Bowl, to say the least. Something different, finally. And I like the Baltimore Ravens to beat New England. Again, another high-scoring game, I believe, 31-28. Something like that. So there's your picks this week, people. And I think the Super Bowl, I think it goes 2 weeks, so I'm not going to give you the Pro Bowl pick. Who cares about the freaking Pro Bowl, honestly? But those are your picks this week, and I'll bring you a video soon, and stay tuned for the Super Bowl.